It's been a year since the formation of Telangana, the 29th state of India, and from a real estate perspective, it's already made enough headlines with the Telangana Rashtra Samiti or TRS government managing to make a positive pitch of the state and its capital Hyderabad amongst the deep-pocketed global MNCs for investments. So what's happened? Google will now have its biggest campus outside US in Hyderabad at an initial investment of about 1,000 crore rupees. Amazon has committed 1,800 crore rupees to its campus again in the high-tech city of Hyderabad, and there is of course IKEA and Uber, which will add up to another 1,000 crore or so of investment. Let's get a first-hand report on Hyderabad and its real estate from C. Shekhar Reddy, Chairman and MD of CSR Estates, and also with us Trivita Roy, Associate Director Research and Real Estate Intelligence Services, JLL India, and of course Sameer, because he's always betted on Hyderabad much before anybody else did. Gentlemen, and Trivita, thank you very much for joining me on this discussion. So, Mr. Reddy, a lot of hype, but they say that there is also some amount of disconnect beyond the top line news of these four companies setting up their base in Hyderabad. What's really going on? As a real estate developer, are you seeing a tremendous change with the formation of the state and of course the government's commitment to actually bring in a large-scale development?
Yeah, I can say our state government is very smart. Our Chief Minister also very smart enough, and he has gained the confidence of all the regions of the people who are staying here. And because earlier, before the formation, there was a lot of doubts, a lot of rumors, but now the city is very peaceful, secure, and he has planned a lot of investment in the power sector, infrastructure.
What about the ease of doing business, sir? I mean, real estate has always had this challenge of ease of doing business, approvals, the time it takes for the processes to come through. Are you feeling a distinct change in that?
No, as far as the industries are concerned, our CM has come out with the TS iPass. That means, within 15 days, all the industrialists they get the clearances. Not only he has announced the policy, he has lost 3 phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, all put together about 51 the major industries he has sanctioned within the 15 days. That shows his our Honorable Chief Minister commitment towards the industry, and he has exhibited his commitment to the rest of the world. And the industry associations and industry captains are very appreciative of the Chief Minister. And they are seeing the result. It is not just saying somebody are bringing some policy. They got the permission in hand within 2 weeks, which has not happened anywhere in the country for the last 5 decades.
All right.
So the industry confidence is too high.
Okay, it's too high. I'm so happy to hear that in some pocket, Trivita Roy, the industry confidence is high, because rest of India, that excitement is totally missing. But just put it all in the perspective of Hyderabad. I mean, unfortunately, when you talk about the key markets of real estate across India, within the Telangana region, it's only Hyderabad which figures in the list of one which you need to watch out for. But do you see all of this ease of doing business, the excitement around giving approvals, encouraging industry to come through, how much will it benefit Hyderabad's real estate markets?
Well, in terms of real estate market, this will definitely be a benefit, because as you just mentioned, approvals, quick approvals is something which any developer looks at. But then this is a challenge across India. And if you look at the interest levels for Hyderabad has definitely increased. I mean, on and off, even I get at least 2 to 3 queries a week from investors or from other industry players on Hyderabad, which earlier I would, maybe in a month I would get 2 queries. So you can see the amount of excitement that has actually increased on the city. People, I would say private equity investors are also looking at the city now, which was totally, I would say 1 year back, city was not even there in their radar. But they are now looking at the city. They are, investigating how things are moving, and they are keeping a very close watch at the movement of the city right now. And I'm sure going forward in another latest in a year and a half, we would see some investments coming into the city in terms of clean real estate investments. Apart from that, also on the developer side, I would say that there has been a lot of improvement. Developers are launching projects. Prestige has launched 2,000 units for their project in Hyderabad. Puravankara is planning to launch their project. There are local developers also who have become very active. I have seen a stark increase in even residential launches. So the sentiment has definitely gone up, and there is a lot of things happening in that city, which was not happening a year back.
All right. Okay, I'm so glad to hear that. But Sameer, unlike other cities, we also find that development in Hyderabad has remained sort of one-dimensional. There's the IT corridor in the western part which results in congestion, and we also end up getting most of the questions on our show for this belt. So is that good enough? I mean, to actually revive a city's real estate is my question to you.
Well, first of all, I think I was having a discussion with a lot of PE players, and they shared with me that the best infrastructure in the country is in Hyderabad today. And that's why you can see all the top companies of the world lining up for IT space there. Coming to what you've said, I think there is enough and ample opportunity to be able to create a large size, literally a city out of this emerging corridor where all the IT destination is. That's why people are not looking elsewhere, because the opportunity lies here. The employment generation is, which is what is driving, especially in the IT side, is what is driving the appreciation and development in the real estate sector. And there is, Hyderabad has also suffered over the last 4-5 years, so there's a lot of catching up that needs to be done. So land is there, opportunity is there, and that's where everybody wants to encash rather than look at other areas in Hyderabad today.
All right. Mr. Reddy, in terms of infrastructure, though as you have more companies coming and setting up, you will need better infrastructure. I know that there has Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation has taken up the creation of a good development plan, road development plan, allocated about 2,500 crore rupees for it. Multi-level flyovers will be constructed, etc. But how gung-ho are you? Because the story of real estate cannot be de-linked from the infrastructure. At some point, the existing infrastructure will come under pressure. Do you think this government is geared up to match step by step when it comes to infrastructure?
No, our Chief Minister is very serious about the Hyderabad infrastructure. The moment he came into the power, he is concentrating on the infrastructure, and as you said, there are about 50 flyovers is planned, but in the phase 1, he has allocated this much of money to have a seamless traffic without any traffic signals. He wanted to have all the junctions in the city. That is a major priority for him, and he want to start from north to south and east to west, the elevated flyovers also, that is also on his agenda. And our metro is also getting ready. Overall infrastructure is also, not only that, he has himself personally taken up the Swachh Hyderabad and is concentrating hygiene and also slum redevelopment. He is giving all the poor slummer about free 2-bedroom apartments costing about 5.4 lakhs. So no government in the country has started that, giving free houses. Everybody is talking for the few decades, the policy point of view only, that's all. But nobody has come forward to give free houses, which that is also 2-bedroom apartment. That means you want to increase the standard of living of these slum dwellers. And whereas the government of India is only giving about 2.3 lakhs for the credit linked home loan policy. Otherwise, for slum dwellers is only 1.5 lakh only they are giving. But the Chief Minister is very particular that he want to see without the Hyderabad without slum, and definitely a lot of infrastructure is going to come in future also. And we are also planning, in fact, we had one round of discussion with the Honorable Chief Minister. We are going to have online building permissions in coming future.
Oh, online permissions, well, that's totally music to the ears. A lot of people have attempted it, or I would say a lot of states have attempted it, but really it's never been seamless as it has been on paper. Trivita, just one last question. If you were to look at Hyderabad map, the one of the challenges will be grade A office space. You might be getting inquiries, but I know the city is very soon running out of grade A quality office space. So that's going to be one big challenge. How will you as an IPC tackle that if you're recommending Hyderabad as a location of choice?
Yes. So mostly this is not a challenge that we face rarely. We face this challenge very often. And with Hyderabad, this has been a case earlier also. So now with the increased inquiries, there are three types of spaces that are taken. Typically, if you look at it, they are ready to move in spaces. They are pre-committed spaces where the building is getting ready and they want to take spaces. And they are also a build-to-suit option that goes in. So now when the challenge is of ready to move in spaces or a pre-committed space, because there is a lot of projects which are still not yet under construction, under such circumstances, the build-to-suit option is the one which works faster. So, and this option has also been taken up earlier also in Hyderabad and it will continue. So, to meet all the requirements of occupiers who, they would be, developers may just do an incubation space for the time being and then build as per their requirement. So this is how this challenge will be taken over going forward, at least for a year and a half still, till we have good amount of space ready. For taking up again.
Okay, then final question, Sameer, I mean, we've talked about it. This I'm going to ask a non-partial person completely. I'm sure Mr. Reddy and Trivita will have their favorites. So let me ask Sameer, other than the high-tech city and Gachibowli, what are some of the areas that one should keep an eye out for in terms of micro markets for residential, which will become robust tomorrow stories?
Well, other than Gachibowli and high-tech city, there are very few micro markets that are deriving any kind of interest. Also, if you look at it, well, you can talk about areas around here, high-tech city and Gachibowli, like Miapur is one area that is deriving a lot of interest, Nanak Ramgoda. Then there is another micro market. Shamshabad is showing a lot of promise over there near the airport. So these are some of the areas because of the infrastructure initiatives that are being planned over there are looking like the next hotspots beyond Gachibowli and high-tech city.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Trivita Roy, thank you. Pleasure having you with us. It's good to hear of some exciting stories in this pocket of gloom and doom of pan-India real estate as we speak of. But yes, commercial real estate, though I must say, is also showing a lot more shine than 2014. And that's another positive overall for India's real estate market.